This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Morning, guys. So last week we had looked at uh, branches, right? We just did an introduction, how to create a branch, etc. So we'll continue with that and the scenarios for the branches as well. Why do we need it? So let me open my Visual Studio. So this is my solution. You can see your journey.sln. That is my solution. Right. And you can see I have these two projects and here is my team explorer. It is still getting loaded. Okay, you can see now it is it just loaded completely. So if you see the bottom, there are no unpushed commits, means there are no changes. There are no pending changes to be see. Unpushed commit means you cite, right? When you say commit all, it will store to your local disk only. You did not send it to server, means you did not push it. That is called unpushed commits. The other one is pending changes, means you made change here but you did not even commit. That's about this. And then you have the repository and then you have the branches. As you see right now, my Visual Studio is pointed to dev branch if you see in the bottom right corner, right? And you also see how to switch between two different branches. All right, and we made changes in one branch and switch to another branch as well. If I have to refresh your mind, okay, if you want to point your Visual Studio to master, then you simply have to click on the master. That's it. That's how you can switch between different branches in Visual Studio itself when developer wishes to do so, basically. Okay, whatever you see in the top under your journeys is called local repositories, and in the bottom, whenever you see remote slash origin, that means it is a remote repositories which is on the server. Okay, we created a branch in the portal and we pulled it here, right? Okay, let me log into DevOps portal as well, dev.azure.com. And then let me go to files. So right now I'm in master branch and I'm seeing that code, right? Okay, let me change it to dev, right? Okay, and if you see history, everything is last Friday, right? Okay, let us think that let me point this back to dev branch. I'm a developer. Okay, my Visual Studio is pointed to no dev branch. Let us think that this guy started working on some development in sprint 1. Okay, that is the scenario. Okay, guys, and similarly many other people were working in the dev branch for developing code for sprint 1 requirements, basically. Okay, so I don't want to make it very complicated. Means I'll make one or two comments like this and we'll start doing the code. Okay, some operations. Let me. There are many comments here. Let me take some other one. Okay, uh, I would say I'll come here and then sprint 1 code for homepage. Homepage. Okay, that's all I am doing, and then probably I'll give it one more place as well. Uh, for, so I made my develop coding completed. Okay, and similarly some other developers might have also done their coding, right? They do in their own uh, working stations, right? So probably you can make one or two changes in one or two files and commit it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm done with my changes. I'm just pushing my code back to remote repository, because everybody's code will be on the remote repository, right? Of course we will pull it once it is available on the server as well. Okay. uh, to push it, so let's go and click on commit. I'll say now we see Visual Studio is pointed to dev branch. Okay. Now sprint one code home page UI and some API changes. That's it. And I'm not doing commit all. I'm directly doing commit all and push. Okay. That's it. Now, sorry, I can see my changes in portal, right? Let me refresh it. You can see the history. I updated bundle config. You can see. Okay. Just
I
now
updated.
Sahul did it, and I did a config change here. You can see dev changes. If I want to see, you can testing for branches, right? Okay. So likewise, we did it. Now, okay, we done with our coding. All the developers in Sprint one think that. Okay. Now we need to give it for testing, isn't it? But as I told you guys, this is for your development branch is for only for the development purpose. When you are giving it for testing, you have to do it from another branch, because if you do the deployment of your code from the same development branch, right, whenever some bugs comes again you have to do it here only, so it will complicate your work basically. And also you will not have the version history else etc, in what release I given what features to the testing team, or in what release what features went to the production environment. Such kind of milestones you cannot capture, because you are doing everything in the dev branch and giving it for the uh, testing and production deployments basically. So for that reason, what we do, we have the master branch, right? Before, so these are I'm going step by step. There are many branching strategies. Now I'm telling development isolation branching strategy, which is very simple for smaller teams. Smaller means two three people, and probably only one release or two releases. That's it. You don't have more than that. Okay, that is the scenario what we are working on. Okay. Now let me pull the changes of this guy Sahul as well. How do you do it? Go to Team Explorer. You simply go here and click on sync. And if you want to see what are there, you can quickly review the changes that are available on the server. If you want, you can double click and open it as well. Okay, I seen it. Simply pull it. Okay, my local repository is also up to date. Let me go and check bundle config. Yeah, I have this one. Now we have to merge these changes, development code in the dev branch with the master branch.
So now,
Then only when master.
if you directly pull it, will it sync and then get pulled, or first we need to do sync and then pull?
No, no, no. Even if you pull it, it will pull.
It
Sync
will
means
pull, right?
two
Yeah.
operations will be done. Okay, because if you don't have sync, I mean, sync is not a special command.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
want to keep your changes with the server and server changes with you, you need to do two operations: push and pull, right?
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, they given sync, it's just a one click basically. That's it. Number of clicks are reduced, nothing more than that.
Okay.
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 Uh, okay. So now, how do I merge? So yeah, I mean last week you seen only merges with the remote branch, right? With your local branch and remote branch, and you resolve the conflicts as well. Now the situation is that you need to give your code for testing, and I am telling you, don't do the deployment from your dev branch, because your dev branch is getting changed every day, every hour. You cannot give like that. That's the reason. Push it to your master branch, and then give it for deployment. Not push, basically merge this code with the master branch, and then give it for uh, deployment basically for and then testers can test it. So how do you do that? Okay, it's not you, basically it's the developer. Okay, so developer has to basically ask his lead or someone uh, to merge this code with the master, because if the developer develops some dirty code, right, it will screw the code in the master as well. Master means it is always working code. There should not be any bugs in master branch. Once everything is tested in the development branch by the developer, then it has to be reviewed by your test lead or architect, whoever is the reviewer, and then it has to be merged with the master branch. So all this process have to. Now how the code review have to be done? So in general, what people do, they will send an email to the lead or architect. They will come and sit with the people and do the code review, or they will send an email, they will come and do the code review. So this is all manual, and you do not have any tracking as well. I mean, who has reviewed the code, and what comments have been made to the developer, what changes have been done by the developer after the review. All those things will not be available, right, if it is a manual code review. That's where you need to do the automated code review. So in Git world, for the automated code review, we will use the pull request mechanism. Okay, so pull request means whenever developer is ready with his changes in the development branch or some other branch, okay, and want to merge with the master branch, then a request have to be made uh, online, and that request will go to all the reviewers with all the necessary information. They will review, and if they are okay, they will accept the changes, and the code will be merged with the master branch. If they are not happy, they will reject the changes, and it will come back to the developer with comments basically. So this process is called pull request mechanism. You got it? Hello.
Basically, it is testing, right?
It's for the code review. Code review
Yeah,
for the
code testing.
developers.
Okay.
Yeah. Before you give it for testing, someone has to review your code, right? But what we are doing, we are
Okay.
going to automate it, and we are going to track each and every activity of developer and the reviewer, so that in future everything will be clear. If something goes wrong, people know who reviewed it, what is being developed by whom, what are the changes, etc. Okay.
Okay.
So how do you create a pull request? See, what, as I told you, whatever you can do from Visual Studio can be done from portal as well, or vice versa. So one way is you can click on, I mean, developer can click on the pull request. Okay, and then he has to say, you can see you are not connected remote repository. No, it is something. No, I already connected, right? That's why I'm able to send it. You are not connected remote repository. No, I did it. Maybe some issue. Let me click on the new pull request. It's not clicking. It's connected. It's all there, right? Why it is saying no, I'm just checking why it is saying it's already connected. You see, online travel. What is our project name? Online.
Ours is your planet 21, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Let I always go and click this one. Let me. Online reservation system.
Yeah, your planner.
Yeah, a repository is this one, project is this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Why it is not showing me?
No, your planner is here. No, down.
Oh, sorry, here. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
checking here basically. Right. Yeah, I have. That's it. I have it. Why this guy is saying like this? Because I just pushed as well, so there should not be any problem. New. When I say new, it will basically open the portal basically. When I say pull request. Okay.
Maybe one sign out and sign in. It will work, maybe.
Yeah, that's right. But anyways, let me show it here. I don't want to waste the time. Okay. So anyways, I logged in with the same account here. Okay. If you go to the bottom right, you have the pull request under repos. Okay. Currently there are nothing here because we just started, right? Mine means so there will be different status: active, completed, and abandoned. Okay, active means I might be reviewing or I might have made. Okay, completed means I might have reviewed someone and completed, or my request might have been completed, like that. Okay, and you can create from here or you can create from here. Wherever you see a button, just click on it. Basically, new pull request. Now it will ask you, hey, from which branch you want to uh, merge code to target branch. So my source branch is dev and targeted branch is master. Okay, select master. Okay, and you have to give some title, whoever is doing it. Okay, let us say I'll give some title, 21 changes homepage. I'm giving someone, and you can give, I mean, people can some give some description so that reviewer understand what code is there, etc. And then you have to select the reviewer. Okay, right now I'm not giving any reviewer. Okay, just think that. Okay, and work items to link, this is basically for the end-to-end traceability. End-to-end traceability means if you don't give any work items, right? Okay, what happens, you don't know for which work items in requirements management is this, I mean, for which requirements this code is being developed. Basically, you don't know that. To have that traceability, you need to add the work items. You need to link the work items basically. If you click it here, it will display, or you can search for it as well. No, but I'm not giving anything. Dev, directly creating a pull request for merging code from dev branch to master, and I'm not even giving a reviewer, and I'm not even giving work items for the linking purpose as well. I'm simply saying create. Okay, and no merge conflicts. It is showing if there are any conflicts, it will show here the way you see in earlier, right? When within the same branch, between local repository and remote repository, you see the merge conflicts. Similarly, you might have it from between branches as well. Okay, here also you see many things. You can see how many files are being merged: bundle, filter, route, web API. These are the files that are changed. Okay, and you can see the commits, how many commits are made in this pull request. Okay, and you can see same thing here as well. Okay, now what I'm doing simply, so here, complete, mark as draft, abandon, and then here approve, approve with suggestions, wait for other, reject. There are multiple things. So what I'm doing, complete, and then there are a couple of options. I will explain it. Okay, post completion option, complete associated work items after merging. That means if your work items are in progress, right, here, then those status will be changed to completed. Okay, and delete dev branch after merging. If I select this box, automatically the branch will be deleted. No, I don't want to do that. Complete associated work items after merging, no, that's okay, let them be in that present state. That's it. Complete merge. Okay, now I will approve myself. Still it is active, you can see. Okay, I will approve. Sorry. Okay, done. Now if I go to my master branch, right, files, go to master. You can see the latest one. Merged PR1 means pull request 1. Okay. Sprint 1 changes for homepage. That is my comment basically. Okay. Now you can see the content, home controller. Okay. No, not here we did. We did it in app underscore start. Right. Content. So you have the testing for branches and not here. I made in route config. You see sprint 1 code for routing, sprint 1 code for homepage. So all the changes are here. Now the developer, I mean, whoever is a web DevOps engineer, they can go and create a CI/CD pipeline and deploy this one. Okay, that is fine. But what issue you are finding here now? Did you see any issue that you observe now in this process? Any governance issue? I'm giving a clue. Any governance issue or any security issue that you see? Okay, let me explain then. So I'm a developer. I want someone to review my code, and after the review, if the review is successful, the reviewer have to approve it, right? But what I did, I'm able to create a pull request myself, and I'm able to approve myself. Then what is the need of this review mechanism? I didn't even review the code as well. So I'm a creator, I am the approver. That is wrong, right? You cannot have the reviewer as same as the developer, isn't it? There should be someone else to review the code and approve it, right? So
Yeah.
that means, yeah, correct, right? That means there are no security or there are no policies applied on these branches to force the developer to follow all these mandatory policies basically. So that's where the branching policies comes into picture. Now as a DevOps engineer, you have to go and force the developer uh, to I mean to select the reviewer and to give the work items to be linked, etc. You have to force it. If you have to force it, it cannot be done by emails, right? You have to apply the configuration changes in the repos itself. So how do you apply branch policies? This is what I'm talking. You need to apply branch policies. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply some branch policies on my master branch, saying that hey, any merges with the master from any branch have to be reviewed via pull request. That is the branching policy I'm going to put. Okay, that means I cannot simply I mean any developer cannot simply merge the changes with the master, or can directly make a change as well. When I'm going to protect my master branch now, without any pull request, nothing should be made nothing should be made entry into master branch basically. Okay, how do I do it? There are multiple ways. You go to the branches, and here if you go to the master, uh, you can click on three buttons and go to branch policies. Click on this. When you go to the branch policies, uh, these are all the things that you have here. Right now everything is off. Okay, so the first one is require a minimum number of reviewers. So whenever a pull request is made, there should be at least one reviewer or two reviewer, etc. So that you can configure it. So click on basically, and I say minimum number of reviewers. That's okay, I'll keep it one. Okay, and there are some other options as well. Allow requesters to approve their own changes. Now if I check this, then requester itself can approve their changes. I don't want it. Prohibit the most recent pushes from approving their own changes. This is also similar to your uh, approving, requester itself can approve himself. Allow completion even if some reviewers vote to wait or reject. That means if there are multiple reviewers, right, everyone has to approve by default. If we check this box, even if someone doesn't accept, still the merge will happen. This should, when new changes are pushed, this should happen when new changes are pushed. It's not only new, even modifications also I will take it. Okay, so here the important one is you need to give the minimum number of reviewers and ensure that these are not checked. If these are checked, there might be some special regions, but that's okay. But ensure that everybody's code have to be reviewed by at least one person. Check for linked work items. That means whenever a pull request is being made, they have to associate work items with the code basically. Then only the traceability will be there. Okay. As I told you, in future you will come to know if some bug comes in production, you will come to know. So in the home page you will see, right, the code, you see some bug in the home page, and where is that requirement in the Azure boards. Now you know for that requirement what code is associated, because you are linking the work items. Okay, I made it required. Check for comment resolution. If there are any comments, the developer have to resolve it as part of the pull request. We'll talk about it. This is okay. Limit merge types and number of merge types. Don't allow, a number of merges basically like this. By default, it is all allowed basically. Don't put anything. You can read it one by one, and then you can ask. And there are something like build validation, status checks, etc. This we will talk about these things when we go to CI/CD pipeline. These are related to that. Okay, so right now I enabled policies on my master with all these things. Okay, it is auto save basically. Checking purpose, let's go to dev branch. Okay, there is nothing. Come back to master. You see everything is on, right? Okay, now let's come back to our files. So as a DevOps engineer, you enabled or you protected your branch, master branch, with all these branch policies. Okay. Now let's go back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a few more changes. Making same thing in every place, because our objective is not coding, right? Our objective is about learning this DevOps operations in Azure Repos. That's it. So your task you are done as a DevOps engineer. Now this guy developer, right, is going to commit everything. There are 4 changes here. Let me go and commit all and push. Okay, he done it, but he wants to give it for testing, right? So he needs to merge it with the master. So go to here, and he can go to pull requests. Uh, okay, and then create a pull request from here, here, or here, wherever you want. Now if you see, okay, uh, I'll say login page. It's always they need to give attention dev to master. Okay, I'm giving some description. Okay, now let me go and try to create it. Create. Now you see one of two. When I did a submit pull request, you see one of two required checks failed. Work item must be linked. Okay, and then at least one reviewer must approve. no much conflicts. Okay, if you go and see, even if you click on approve also, it will not be completed. You say complete, you see 0 of 1 reviewers, no work items link, it is showing me all those errors. And this is grayed out complete merge. So your merge is not happening because as a DevOps engineer, you protected the master branch. Without all those mandatory reviewers and work items linking, this will not be completed by him. Okay. Now he has to go and edit the pull request and add all those required things basically. Okay. From here itself, he can add basically. Okay. Uh, he is the developer, right? Click on this add required reviewer. He can select basically. Okay, let us say so yours is a dev test, right? So the Saul is a reviewer. Okay, and work items to be linked, or I'm just putting uh, something. Okay, that's it. Okay, and now go and submit it. It's added. It's automatically added, I guess. Okay, now even so you see all checks are succeeded. It is automatically refreshing your page. Okay, now dev test underscore 8 must approve basically, and there are no conflicts. Okay, uh, Sahu, I will make you as a presenter, and since you are a reviewer, you will review and approve it. Okay, let me make you as a presenter. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, you are now presented. So go to pull request, you can see your request coming to you. Click on pull request. You see assign to you, assign to me. Click on this basically.
Okay.
Review is required. Click that. Yeah. Now what you see here, uh, you must approve. Okay, checks are completed. Now you can go and review each and every file as a reviewer.
Okay.
Go top. You click on the files now. Right now you are in the overview section. Click on the files.
Okay.
Now on the left hand side you see all the files that are changed. On the right hand side you see the actual code, right?
Okay.
Now if you want to add some comment, you can add the comment for each and every line as well. What is being changed, you can see a plus symbol here, line number 23. You see line number
Yeah.
23. uh,
Okay.
uh, that means it basically new line is being added as part of this pull request. Yeah, click that. Click that. Now you can give the comment okay, or I mean, if you are fine, you can say okay,
Okay.
or give some comment and click on the comment basically. Give something, that's okay. Mhm. Now click on comment. No, no, yeah, so that means you made a comment, and this comment is now active mode. You see, if you click on drop down, click on the drop down active, just up top. Yeah, no, here itself you have the dev test here. You just comment is added, right? Come to the right
Okay.
right side. Yeah,
Okay.
so you have many status here: active, pending, resolved,
Resolve.
won't fix, right?
Yeah.
You keep it active because you just added a comment. What I have to do, I mean, I- I'm a requester, right? A developer. I might need to close this one basically. Okay, otherwise this request will not be completed. Okay, likewise you can go and review all the changes here and add comments, or you can leave it as this.
Okay.
Once you are done with all those things, okay, Plus means new code is being added, because you need
New
to know
code.
the differences, right? What is the
Okay.
old code, what is the new code. That's why that plus symbol is displayed. Comment purpose, that is given. You can comment here as well.
If we want to reject, I mean, like, if you say
You can
something,
simply reject, give some comment.
okay,
Okay, then let's do the reject first. Okay, need to change, right? Okay, now give like that. Now click, scroll down, comment. Okay, now go to the top. If you want to reject, go to the top right corner. Now you are done with review. Okay,
okay,
go to the top.
okay.
Instead of auto complete, click on, okay, uh, click on the drop down. Yeah, you don't want to complete, right? Left
Yeah.
side you have the approve drop down. uh, Now you say approve with suggestions, reject also. Click on reject.
But this
Purna,
reject is for complete. I want to
If
just
yeah,
you,
yeah.
reject for that particular CS file. I mean,
no, it's not for one file, because in one pull request you have multiple, right? They have to
yeah,
check in again basically. I mean, because a pull request will consider all the commits in your request basically. It will not one by one. But in any case, he has to again check in, right? I mean,
yeah.
again he has to push it, and then he has to make changes as per your suggestion, and then he has to push and then do a new pull request. Now click on reject. You will see.
Ravi was asking something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ravi, tell me.
Purna, if we reject the code change here, so
Mhm.
the change stays on the developer's local environment.
No, so there are no changes to the code basically. If I reject it, what
Oh,
happens? The pull request will be rejected. That means, hey, your code is not up to the mark. Do the changes what I suggested, and again do a pull request. That is the meaning basically.
so the developer will lose all the changes he made, and he need to start from the scratch again.
Exactly, exactly. So now I will show you, right? Now he is a reviewer, right, Sahul? Click on reject, Rahul.
Purna, but this would be a disadvantage, right?
No, this is not disadvantage. This is the process, right? This is a
Yeah,
governance
this is a
process.
process. For
Mhm.
instance, assume I wrote a code of around 8 lines on 2 pages,
Okay, okay,
and one of them looks good and one of them gets rejected. So the entire pull request gets rejected by the reviewer.
right.
And
But what is the
assume I
problem
don't,
here?
I
There is no
assume I don't
problem,
have
right?
a, yeah, 1 minute. I don't have a copy on my local, so the change gets rejected. So the pull request won't be available on the server as well, right?
No, 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 no. It will not delete any one of things. It is only giving feedback to you.
Okay, the request stays on the server, but it won't be pushed further.
Exactly, exactly. It will not delete it. It is just like asking feedback, right? Let us say, forget about this pull request. You come and ask me to review the code. Okay. I
Okay.
review the code offline, or I will go through your code offline and tell you, hey, this code is not good, and make some changes. I am giving the feedback, right? That feedback is being automated here for the history purpose. If there is no automation, if there is no UI like this, you don't know who reviewed at what place, what is being reviewed, what changes were being committed, what feedback is given. All those things will be lost actually. And somebody can simply push erroneous code to the master as well. To address all those things, we made that code review mechanism automated using this pull request. It will not make changes to your code. You are only giving your feedback or suggestions after review.
Okay, so my changes stay as it is on the server. I can
Yeah, yeah,
review the
it is on
changes
this.
as suggested and I can check in
Exactly.
again.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What I do, I'll
Okay,
just go by comment from the reviewer, and then I will make the changes accordingly. And then I'll do it again. Okay, now let me take the control back. So, okay. Now
Yeah.
you rejected this one basically.
thank you,
Let me
Puna.
take control. Yeah. Review means review only, right? We don't make any changes. Okay, now you can see from my laptop itself. Okay, so these are my changes, right? Sprint 1 code changes. Okay, here also sprint 1 code changes, etc. But I don't know what feedback is given, right? Let me go to portal. Okay, now let me refresh it. You see, uh, you can see here, this guy has rejected. Okay, and now uh, I can see like this as well. I can come to my pull request. It will show everything active. This is still active because it's been rejected, right? Rejected means active only, right? Okay, completed, there is nothing. Okay, this is earlier one. Okay, now I can come here and open this pull request, and I can see the comments basically. Okay, dev test has been rejected. View the checkpoints. Comments must be resolved, right? Dev test have made some comments. I mean, he's a reviewer. I have to resolve them as well. That's why it is still failed. And if I come to, I mean, as a developer, I will come down and try to see all the changes. Basically, the reviewer has given some comments like this, need to change, etc. I probably go and talk to that guy. I will see what changes have been, you know what changes have been recommended. And what I do, I'll keep this like this. Okay, there is no addition, etc. Basically, I just need to go through all these things. Now I'll come back. For your information, I can do a sync as well. Okay, so that you will understand that there are no problem, I mean, there is no code deletion. If you see, if I can see the changes as well, right? There are no changes, incoming changes. Click on pull, obviously there nothing will come. Now you got it. No code will be deleted as part of your pull request reject. Okay, now what I do, I'll make some changes. Code is modified. I'll make some simple change. Okay, just for demonstration. Okay, let me go ahead and I mean, right, I'll go and click on sync simply. Sync, right? It will push and it will pull. Successfully synchronized incoming and outgoing commits. Now I come to, sorry, I don't know. I always click that, one. Okay. Here and so you can verify, I mean, before we go to a pull request, you can verify here as well. The pull request is rejected, right? You don't see the merge here, right? This is my old merge 722. So you are clear, right? You checked it in the Visual Studio and you checked here as well, the history. The pull request was rejected. That's why there are no merges from the dev to master. Okay. Now go to my dev branch. Okay. Now, what is the latest code I made? Sorry. App underscore start. What is that? I did it in the web API config. What is it? Dev only, right? Yeah. Code is modified. Okay. That is in the web API config. Okay. Why it is not displaying? It's not here, right? Files, history, app underscore start, web API config. Why it is not coming here? Is it still in my local? Like here, changes. Did not it did not sync. This is strange. It has to do push and pull when I did the sync actually. Looks like I need to restart my this one. Okay, now you see successfully pushed to origin/dev. Now let me refresh. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I think that sync did not happen correctly. Now I can see code is modified. Now I'm a developer, right? I'll create
We need to,
a, yeah.
we need to commit and then only it is working, or
No,
like only
I can actually, I can, when you say basically, let me see,
sync.
let me show. I'm just given some space, okay?
Okay.
See, when you say commit, right,
Yeah.
it will only commit to your local repository. Commit all and push means it will commit to local and as well as it will push it to the remote repository as well.
Yeah,
Commit
that's
all
it.
and sync means it will commit to your local and will push it to the server and take the latest from server to your local
So,
as well.
okay.
Okay, but my point is that when I click on sync, right, it should do that
Yeah.
basically. So
Okay.
that's why I wonder why it did not. Okay, that's okay. Anyways, we have all the history, right? No need to worry about it. Okay, where I am. So let me go ahead and create a new pull request. Now earlier you seen what you seen reject scenario, right? Now I'm making another request dev to master. An active pull request already exists in select. Hey, it is telling me, hey, you already one active request. You cannot make another request basically. Click on view pull requests. Okay, I need to resolve these changes basically. I did not acknowledge it. Okay, so done. See, it did not allow me basically. And then reply and resolve. Okay, resolved, and then done. So when I say reply and resolve, it is resolved basically. Okay, okay. I cannot approve anyways. Okay, we'll do that later. How to? How I need to change the status. It is still active, right? Let me refresh it.
Yeah, I got it. I mean, like new changes are pushed. That's what I got.
Okay, can you?
I got your comments.
Oh,
Uh,
is it? Okay, one
yeah.
second. Let me make you a presenter. I can do it on my laptop with different user IDs, but it will be confusing basically. That's the reason. Okay, the same thing have come here in the same pull request. Click on files. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did I make that?
Here it is. Sprint one changes for login page code is modified.
That is the
Resolve.
old one, right? Yeah, resolve. Okay, I basically made the resolve. I mean, I accepted the changes basically, right? Can you
Yeah.
approve? Click on approve.
Okay. Yeah, approved.
No, it's not changed. It is still active. Click on.
So
Okay, probably
here it
can you
is
refresh
approved.
this? Here it is approved.
Yeah.
Okay, can you refresh that? It has to automatically change the status. Okay, let me see my. You still be here? Okay. Okay. Can you click on this complete? Click on this complete.
Complete.
Now you
Okay.
are done basically.
Okay.
Complete. Okay. We haven't done here basically. Okay. Now uncheck this box. Checkbox. Delete. Okay. And anyways, for you, delete dev after merging. You see, you are not a admin, right? That's the reason
Yeah.
this option is disabled for you. These are the permissions, right, that you can check in the permissions basically. You are a contributor, that's why you cannot delete anything. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
click on commit complete merge. Click on the complete merge. Okay. Now the status is completed. Okay. Just before I do anything, right, just for our verification, go to master. This pull request is from dev to master, right? Go to master.
Yeah.
From the here itself we can go click on the branches and go basically.
Okay.
Now go to master. uh,
Yeah. It's master.
Now click on, yeah, click on the history now. I mean, for a quick look, login page for code review. Click on that. Yeah, click that. Sprint one changes, right? Okay.
Mm, I think in this one you have modified.
Modified, this is the one
Yeah.
latest one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So okay man, my bad. Your pull request is automatically when I pushed it, right? When I pushed it and made the uh, after I pushed it, the changes are available on the server, I mean remote repository. When I resolve the conflicts, right, sorry, when I resolve the comment, right, your pull request automatically taken those latest changes. Basically, sorry, my pull request automatically taken the changes and notified you as well. Yeah, this guy has responded to your feedback, and he resolved the comments as well. Go and check the code and approve or reject based on your review. So okay, I didn't need to make one more pull request basically. Okay. Now first what you did, I am a developer, I created a pull request and it came to you. You reviewed and made some recommendations and approve, I mean rejected basically. I mean developer got those feedback. He went through each and every feedback. He made some code changes and he pushed the code. And he pushed the code and he came to the I mean the DevOps portal. He resolved the comments basically. As soon as he resolved the comments, reviewer got a notification saying that, hey, for your old pull request review, you got the response back. Go and check it and approve or reject based on your decision. That's the story happened basically. In this whole story, what was your role here? You basically, as a DevOps engineer, basically you protected your branch by applying branching policies. Now, no one can directly, merge code with the master, and no one can bypass the reviewer review, and they have to link work items as well. These are all the policies we enabled. Now, all the things are streamlined basically. Now you go to the branch policies. How do you go to the branch policies? You click on the branches. So under you can go to that now three buttons. Yeah, click on branch policies. You are a DevOps engineer basically. See, everything is on, but you are not able to. Everything is grayed out for you, but these are all on basically. These policies. As an admin, I did it. You are a contributor, right? That's why everything is grayed out for you. You can only read it basically.
Okay. So we'll be working as admins only, right?
You are a
Where we,
DevOps engineer, right? You are the
yeah.
admin, basically, who is
Okay.
actually doing. But for our demonstration purpose, I made changes as a developer, and you reviewed and approved it. Actually, we just tested that process, how
Yeah.
this pull request works in real time. This is how a pull request will be implemented, and this is how you apply the branch policies as a DevOps engineer. Okay. Now, okay, I'm taking this back. Any doubts on this pull request, guys? You just need to practice it actually with the two people. But but as a DevOps engineer, you don't need to do it pull request because you don't do any coding here. You will only manage it. You govern this process. You apply these policies as a DevOps engineer. But if you want to, go and do hands on, go and do it. Okay. Okay. Let me take that. Any doubts here in the pull request
Yeah,
and
bro,
branch
one
policy?
question.
Yeah, please.
In branch policy, we have an option like uh, link work items, right?
Correct.
Uh, so, so I know that linking work items will have a benefit of identifying the change which is related to the work item which the developer has worked on.
You are right.
But
You are right.
is that really required? Because
That is very much.
in
Yeah.
some cases we might need to work on some requirement which is shared between two work items, maybe a common
Mm.
functionality. So
Mm.
how do we link two work items for the same pull request? Do we have
You
any?
can add any number of work items there. It's not just one.
Okay,
If in that pull request, let us say in your code, two work items have been worked upon, you can add more than one, as simple as that. There is no restriction. So advantage, right? Let us say uh, I'll go to advantage is very simple. Generally what happens when you are booking something or doing something goes wrong here. Okay, when I clicked on search for flights, if something goes wrong, a request, I mean, in real time what happens, users or someone make a complaint, or that tester someone will make a complaint, right? It will go to the calls, and I mean tech support team. They will create a bug, and that will come to tester, and they will test it. They say they will approve the bug. But to identify which code is causing this problem is a big sometimes it may take 2 hours, sometimes it may take 10 hours as well to identify the code. But when you have this traceability established, what happens? I know which requirement in my Azure boards is related to this home page. Okay, now I can go there basically. Okay, or a project manager, whoever it is, they can go to boards, right?
yes,
They can go to boards, and from here they can trace it. Anyone can trace it basically. Okay, they go to the work items. Okay, they know. Okay, search for trains belong to this requirement. That page is belong to this one. Okay, I just taken flights there. That's okay. And here you can see all the related work items. Okay, and you see this is for your Azure. Right now I did not link this one. That's the reason I forgot which one is linked here. Let me go and see that. For that, you will see the better one. Pull request, uh, completed. Click on this, and what a work item is linked here. Which work item I linked? Yeah, here login page, right? You see feature 22 login page, and this is still in progress. Okay, if I go to here, sorry, let me go to the boards. Where is login page? Yeah, here. Click on this. Now you see in the associated work items, you see the under development, you see this code review, right? Now even project manager itself is able to identify, hey, this is the I got this error here. and this page is related to this requirement, and this requirement has this code developed, login page code review. When he click on this, it will directly take me to this pull request, and in the pull request he can see all the files what has been made. I mean, what code changes have been made in which file, right? Like this, the project manager itself is able to track the, I mean, code which is causing the problem. That's it. It hardly took 1 minute for me to identify the code changes which made that problem basically here. This is called end-to-end traceability. Not only here we stop, we will continue this even with our build and deployments as well. If you don't have this link, right, imagine that you don't have this link, who will go and verify which code is causing that problem? He has to, somebody has to open the code, and he needs to reproduce this one, and then do the debugging, all that stuff. It takes time. You got the benefit? Makes sense?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, guys, what I suggest, yeah, I mean, you go and apply these branching policies and try to see it between two of you. Okay, you can explore all these options. We already done, but there might be one or two which you need to explore, because we cannot go each and every statement. Now, before we drop off, right? My Visual Studio now pointed to development branch, right? Now let me point my Visual Studio to master branch. Means I just need to double click this. What it is saying? Hey, some changes are there. You need to first commit or something. That's what he's saying. Hey, okay, one change here. You see, this is the beauty. When you are checking out, it will tell you basically. Probably I made that space, right? That is the reason. Okay. Now let me switch back to my. I'll switch to master branch. Means I just need to double click it. Now it is highlighted. That means my Visual Studio is pointed to master branch. I can simply switch between like this. You need to educate the developers like this. They don't know mostly. Okay. Now I'm just trying to make some changes. Change directly on master. Okay. And what I do, come to Team Explorer, click on changes, say testing, commit all and push. Oh, okay. What it is saying, hey, you have some conflicts. It is saying that one. Because Sahu also made some changes, right? I mean, the developer need to read all these things. Rejected updates were rejected because remote contains work that you do not have locally. It is saying, hey, there is some code on the server, remote repository, but you don't have it locally. That's the reason this push is failed. Okay. What code I don't have here? Uh, you remember this is my local master branch, right? My local master doesn't have the any changes. You remember, everything is on the remote. What I do, let me pull basically. This is my local master. My local master doesn't have the code of remote master, right? You remember, I never taken it to my local. Okay, it is showing me the conflict. Click on the conflict, only one conflict. Click on merge. What I'm trying to do, I'll take both the remote one and my local, change directly on my master, because I don't want to lose this change basically. Okay, accept merge. Okay, now everything is on my local. Now I should commit much. Okay, sorry, we missed it. Let us say test commit staged and push means I'll take it to my local and I'll push my changes. These are outgoing to the server. Now, what error I got it? This is error I am expecting basically. Earlier was merge conflicts because I don't have the latest of remote master on my local. Okay. Now what issue I got it? Failed to push to the remote repository. What is the issue here? In the bottom, if you see error encountered while pushing to the remote repository, and then the reason is push to this branch are not permitted. You must use a pull request to update this branch. What it is saying, you as a DevOps engineer, you enabled branching policies on your master. That means any change to the master directly is not allowed. Means right now what I try to do, I try to make some code changes and try to push it. But your Azure Repos is not accepting. It's saying that, hey, go and create a pull request. You cannot directly make change on the master branch. That's what it is saying. So you protected the master branch basically. Now, likewise, you can protect any branch. Changes to the branch should only be via pull request, not direct push basically. You cannot do a direct push. You have to create a pull request. Got it? Now you understand the beauty of the branch policies. You protected it completely. Guys, are you clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So now you know the fundas of not funda. You had a extensive lab now on the pull request, and you know the branches and the purpose of the branches. Now you are foundationally you are good basically. Okay. Now tomorrow we talk about different branching strategies. Right now we have only two branches, development and main master branch basically. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about some branching strategies which will help you to suggest your team basically what branching strategy they have to follow. There are many branching strategies. I will explain some branching strategies. You can go and suggest to your teams basically, hey, if you follow this branching strategy, then your life will be easier in terms, you will not get into multiple merge conflicts, etc. You can quickly push your code to the different, build and do the deployments to different environments. So there are some strategies for all those things. Speed to market basically. The advantage is speed to market, less merge conflicts, etc. So I'll talk about all those branching strategies tomorrow with scenarios. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. You can practice. It takes some time. Go and practice and apply all those branching policies. Do some changes. That way, you are as good as developer as well when you are doing a pull request. Okay.